Ẹ káàbọ̀ padà o. Eléyìí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Harejan. Actor Harejan tó ń trend ni. Ẹ má fi nù wá àmọ́ jẹ. Ẹ má fi nù wá àmọ́ jẹ. Lórí trending issue Harejan tó ń lọ, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ wọlé kẹ́ bá wa share. My own take on it, and I'm not going to be biased. I'm going to be very nice and honest with my take on this. Okay? I'm going to give you a go. This is going to be my take on this, okay? I really like this guy. He doesn't take rubbish. Alone. Oh, I fearless ago, and that's why. Okay, so I'm going to start from where all this starts from, okay? So this particular issue of Harejan and Lizzie Anjorin, Harejan, baby mother, okay, started from Baba Jesha, okay? Baba Jesha had an interview with Biola, right? And when Baba Jesha had that interview, Biola later deleted the interview from her wall. Reasons best known to herself. I don't know why. Okay. Then Lizzie Anjorin now threatened that Biola should also delete the interview between actress Yabojo and Biola. Biola didn't delete it, of course, because I believe the reason why she didn't delete it is because Lizzie Anjorin had already abused her, okay, when she made that particular, when they had that interview. I'm talking about when actress Yabojo went there and they had the interview, okay? Lizzie Anjorin had already abused Biola. So I am guessing that, that's probably the reason why. I'm sorry, Omololade, I don't get involved in medical issues. Sorry. May God heal her in Jesus' name, amen. I would say maybe that's the reason why, she refused to delete the video, because she had already been cursed out by Lizzie Anjorin. So, the man on my screen, Harejan bin Harejan, when Lizzie Anjorin came out and, she started cursing, although when Harejan had his own interview, okay, when he spoke about Lizzie, Yabojo, Biola, Baba Jesha's interview, TJ, you're so funny. I, for once, actually thought that Harejan was biased, because, to be honest with you, with that interview, if I was Lizzie Anjorin, I wouldn't have replied to that interview. Why? Because he did not abuse her. Okay? In fact, he didn't talk about her at all. He was avoiding her. And everybody attacked Harejan, like Why did you kept shouting Yabojo, Yabojo? Yabojo is not the one that is fighting Biola. Balance the equation. What you're saying is not making sense. Now, of course, Lizzie being who Lizzie is, she wanted to put on this strong head that, she can come on social media and start attacking A, B, C, and D that did absolutely nothing to her, okay? Or she believes that, when she comes out, there are some people that, when she's talking, she can scare them off. All right. So she thought she was coming out to scare off Harejan based on what Harejan said. All right. So after his own program, she released a very nasty, video for him, abusing him, cursing his mother, bullying his wife, even though he did not attack her. And we have to be honest here that he did not attack her, okay? Now, he then came out and he gave it back to her, okay? And he asked their Nollywood colleagues, okay, to come out and support Biola because the cursing, the abuse, the lies, the Arabu was just too much on Harejan, okay? We're not going to be biased or take side with anybody here. If Lizzie is right, okay, the way I am, I'm going to say actually, in this one, she's right, blah, 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 whatever. But I'm saying I'm going to judge this based on what I have been seeing that is happening on social media. And you know me, Emi Osinina, I want to blogging Lizzie Sheruba because I don't give a shit about all of that, okay? I don't care. Do you know what I mean? Like, as far as I'm concerned, anything Lizzie Anjorin is done and dusted on my platform. But for this particular one, I am standing with this guy. And I'm going to stand with him all the way. Okay? Okay. So this guy now replied her. And, they've been going back and forth. He released a song. She went and got Ajanokwa Kewi. And then he released another one. And I believe that the last one that he released, inside that particular one, he said that was the last one, that he wasn't going to come out again. Okay. Now, they needed something to knock him off. They needed something to finish him. They needed to do something to shame him. I'm talking about Harejan now. They wanted to shame him. So, obviously, somebody that knows his baby mother, all right, or somebody that claimed allegedly that, she had a child for him, that person obviously came online and started sharing all this blah 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 story, about how she has a child for him and he abandoned the child, blah 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 blah. And he came out this morning and explained what actually happened between him and the lady, and I believe his own side of the story, okay? Because the people that we're dealing with, they are highly manipulative, okay? And I believe the only reason why they brought that woman is because they wanted to use the woman to knock Harejan off, okay? Now, based on what had happened on social media before, what we have experienced on our cyberspace before, which is similar to what the story of Harejan, I'm going to use Fola Tinubu as a case study, all right? Nobody can tell us, nobody will come on Facebook, on social media and tell us that Fola Tinubu do not have kids for Mr. Lawal. They have children together too, okay? They have 2 kids together. Fola Tinubu had 2 kids from her previous marriage. In total, she has 4 kids, okay? Now, when Mr. Lawal left home, that is Lizzie Anjorin's husband right now. The 2 kids, let's talk about the last one now. The last one was just 3 months old. She didn't even know that he was going out, okay? She didn't know that he was going out to marry somebody else. She thought he was just going out, and he will be back. Anyway, eventually he went and he didn't come back, and that was it. Okay. Fola Tinubu came out, just like this particular lady that just came out now today. I'm on live chat. Just like this, I'll do that. Just like this particular lady that just came out now. Okay. Just like this particular lady that just came out now. She came out and said, oh, she needed help, that her children are hungry, okay, that they needed food. Like this lady now, this particular lady put on an act now, okay, like, oh, this hello, now, Harejan came out this morning, okay, or should I say, let me call him Portable. He came out this morning and said, that lady has other kids with other men. Where are those men? Apparently, she has 2 other kids for other men. Why is she not dragging those men? The same question Lizzie Anjorin asked, the same question that Lizzie Anjorin asked Fola Tinubu when Fola Tinubu came out. Lizzie Anjorin asked Fola Tinubu pé ṣebí Fola Tinubu ti bímọ fún ọkùnrin kan rí. Why is Fola Tinubu not dragging that particular man? Why is Fola Tinubu dragging her? Because she's married to Mr. Lawal, because she's married to Mr. Lawal and she's a celebrity. So now we are going to use the same thing that you said that time. Why is that lady dragging Harejan? Why is she not dragging the other baby father that is not a known celebrity? Remember, Mr. Portable is a celebrity, okay? So why can't she bring her other baby father online and drag them and ask them for, Now, one thing that I love about Harejan own is this, and it's very, very simple. Harejan is a responsible father. He is ready to take full responsibility for his child, provided the child belongs to him. What he is saying is this, very nice and simple. If that lady knows, because allegedly, okay, he is claiming that she's allegedly an Olosho. I don't know. He said he picked her up from Ibi stand the Kotan Olosho Manwa, blah, blah, blah. Now, if that's what he is claiming is true, and he said that he's not sure if he is the father of the child or not, but he is ready to carry out a DNA test. Okay? If that DNA test proves himself to be the father of that boy, what's the name of the boy, Gosef? Bumu or something, or Buna or something? I can't remember. He's ready to take full responsibility, which is what Mr. Lawal was not ready to do. Up till now, Fola Tinubu has never denied anybody a DNA test. But because they want to paint the narrative online, because they want to paint the narrative online that the children of Fola Tinubu does not belong to Mr. Lawal, which we all know that those kids belong to Mr. Lawal 100%. Nobody has ever carried out a DNA test on them. Lizzie Anjorin is always claiming that they have carried out a DNA test on the kids, which is a lie, a big fat lie. Where did she meet the kid? How did she meet them? How did she manage to go and carry out a DNA test of children that she has never set her eyes on ever? So Mr. Lawal has always ran away from DNA tests because he doesn't want to take responsibility. Okay, now, no, Fola doesn't even want that anymore. She doesn't care. Nobody gives a damn. Okay, she has moved on with her life. She's looking after her children by herself. Okay, now this man, Portable, he is a responsible man 100%, who is ready to take full responsibility of the alleged child that they are claiming that is his, if DNA is carried out and the child can be proven to be his. So this particular, his own the woman in question, she be 10 years old, don't say. should take the child to Abeokuta and let them carry out a DNA test on him. If you look at his other kids, you can go on his wall, go and look at his other children. They look well kept. They looked like properly looked after. They don't look like a child that is suffering. They don't look like children that needs feeding. They don't look like children that needs help. That is to say that he is responsible. Okay? So, he said, in fact, another thing that he said is that you can even do what? You can even put omo sínú mọ́tò. Ebo send ẹ̀ wá. Kó máa bọ̀ l'Abẹ́òkúta. Pé gbogbo ọmọ tó kù táwọn obìnrin bí fóun pátápátá, they are living under his roof. He doesn't have any child outside apart from Mabubu. That they should send that child. Apparently, he said he's the one that named the child. So obviously, he didn't confirm, but he will know. But he might be having doubt because allegedly he claimed that she was into Olosho's job. So yeah, this one is straightforward. Since the alleged father is ready to take a DNA test, since the alleged father is 100% ready to look after his child, send him to Abeokuta. Let them do the DNA test. Once the DNA test is done and it is proven that he is the father of the child, he is ready to do what? He's ready to keep that child in his house. Very straightforward. Gbogbo ibi ń pa ẹ̀yin ọmọ Nàìjíríà rere. Èmi mọ̀ kọ́ tẹ́tẹ́ fi àwa ọmọ Nàìjíríà pè anyway. And if the lady needs help, like she needs help, you don't have to use Omo Nigeria. This child in question is not a baby. Ó ti pé 10 years old. Some of you need to go get a life. If they are ready to help you on Lizzie's platform, good luck. Luck it and let them donate for you. Nobody is going to stop that. But don't use that particular child as an excuse. Remember, Lizzie Anjorin, the husband said, because Fola Tinubu brought the issue online, on social media, because of that, Olohun ò fẹ́ ní kọ́kọ́ ṣe pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ yẹn mọ́, ó ní wọn kì í ṣọmọ òun, Olohun ò mọ̀ wọ́n rí, ó pè àwọn lórúkọ, ó pè lólóṣó, ó pè láṣẹ́wó. Kò sórúkọ tí ó pè tán. So, and this particular man here, hello, he is not saying, oh yes, because you granted an interview, maybe they gave you 10,000, 5,000 naira and they promised to help you. He is not saying because you granted an interview, he's not ready to have anything to do with any child. Kiniko. No, he's not saying that, oh, he's going to dump his omo. No, he said he will take full responsibility. Hello, he will take full responsibility provided that, that child belonged to him. So do the necessary. Go give that child to him. Let him do the DNA test and let him have his child. Then you can go ahead and look after yourself. Do you understand the answer? You can go ahead and go look after yourself or go to the platform. Nibitechi Johnson interview, they will look after you. Okay? If Nigerians are so gullible that they want to now start, donating for you, that is their problem, Kokanye. It is your own luck. Luck it is here. Here you get Kokanye. So on the issue of Mr. Portable, kò ní di ọ̀rọ̀ tó pọ̀ lọ títí, kò dẹ̀ ní di argument tó pọ̀ lọ títí, kò dẹ̀ ní di fighting or dragging on social media, no. Because ó ti prove rẹ̀ láti jẹ́ responsible man. Pòun fẹ́ ṣe, kò sọ pé òun ò ṣe. Téèyàn bá sọ pé òun ò ṣe, ìyẹn ló bọmọ jẹ́. Òun fẹ́ ṣe, òun máa ṣe, òun ready láti ṣe kíni, láti gba àwọn ọmọ òun, àsọmọ òun. So mi ò rò bóyá ọ̀rọ̀ ti Portable yẹ kó jù bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn lọ. So ẹ má jẹ́ ká máa ṣe kíní kan. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká drag it too much. Ẹ lọ gbọ́mọ yẹn fún Portable. Ẹ jẹ́ kó ṣe DNA test ẹ̀. Ẹ dẹ̀ jẹ́ kó gba ọmọ ẹ̀, kó dẹ̀ máa look after ọmọ ẹ̀. ìjà tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ láàárín àwọn méjèèjì ìyẹn ò kì í ṣe big deal because ẹ lè fi ọ̀rọ̀ Fatima or whatever kẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ fi ṣe kí ni kẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ fi wá sọ pé kí pé bóyá ẹ fẹ́ fi count his scores fún Portable kò lè work like that because ọkùnrin lòun kò dẹ̀ lóun ò gbọ́mọ ṣẹ́gẹ́t kò ṣe bí kò ṣe pé okay pé irresponsible father lòun ó ní kẹ́ ẹ bóun gbọ́mọ òun lòun fẹ́ wo nǹkan òun fúnra òun kò dẹ̀ ní pé kí wọ́n bá òun donate fọ́mọ òun lórí social media kò sọ pé okay and then why did the lady not come out all this while? Why did she not grant an interview since? I remember there was a time tí ìyá wọn nílé ọkọ tó ní issue pẹ̀lú this same guy. There was a time tí ìyá wọn nílé ọkọ tó ní issue pẹ̀lú this same man. Why did she not come out that time with that story? Why is she coming out now? Because it has to do with Lizzie and Johnny. And some of you, maybe, I don't know, but in the industry, but some of you have issues with this man as well. I don't know. But according to what he said this morning, anyway, he said something about posting a show on YouTube and one of his colleagues doing whatever, or whatever, I don't know. So something like that, in that line. So without talking too much, láì sọ̀rọ̀ jù, láì jẹ́ kó pẹ́ jù, nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ ṣe kí ni mo fẹ́ sọ kò jù bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn lọ. I don't want to spend too much time, okay, on this one. It's only because you guys can see that this guy is trending, and he's trending so much, all right? That's why tẹ́fẹ́ fi máa ṣe gbogbo rubbish yẹn. So on this one, I rest my case, and that is going to be my own take on this Harejan, Fatima, Baby Mama, Lizzie Anjorin, àti gbogbo wọn kìnìkan. Tó máa fẹ́ dáwó fún kan dáwó fún now. You know, and I believe Portable because ó fi Quran, ó fi ṣe pé ó fi ṣe. Ẹ ti fẹ́ take kọ́ máa dáwó yẹn. Ẹ ti fẹ́ take it to another level. Ṣé wèrè lẹ́fà àwọn èèyàn pè lórí kíní ni? If Nigerians want to, if they want to ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ wàhálà àti wọn nìyẹn náà kàn dáwó náà. Ìgbà tó ń ṣàpò wa lẹ ti fẹ́ ṣe ṣàpò tèmi lẹ ti fẹ́ yọ owó ni kò ń ṣàpò mi náà. So bí yẹn ṣe wà nìyẹn. Thank you very much for watching this one. The next one tó kù sí òun ni ti ya àwọn iye ewé. Padà wá lórí yẹn. I think I'll come online for that one in about say 2 hours or so. Okay? Yeah, probably in about 2 hours. Máa padà wá sí online lórí yẹn. Because mo ti ready pẹ̀lú gbogbo àwọn question àti answer tí mo fẹ́ bi màmá wọn àti àwọn nǹkan tí mo máa play evidence tá a máa ṣe kíni tá a máa bi ìyá wọn. So kò jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Thank you for watching. God bless you. I'll see you again when I come back later on for màmá wọn lókè lọ. Thank you for watching. Bye.